Treasurer, for people that don't follow it that closely, could you tell us what the issue is with office approved benefits, who's affected, and just exactly what the problem is?
The state has a health insurance plan like most large employers for its employees, teachers, and retirees. We call ours OGB plan. The OGB plan is right now financially kind of like Thelma and Louise in that car heading toward the cliff. It's about to go broke. The reason is that the state went in and took the money. In 2011, we had a savings account of $525 million set aside at OGB to pay claims. The state went in and took the money to balance the budget. And now the fund's in trouble. The state is proposing to right the plan, right the ship, by increasing the amount of money that state employees and retirees and school teachers have to pay by $192 million a year. My suggestion is there's got to be a better way. And I'm encouraging the legislature to do its job under the Administrative Procedure Act. It has the right to exercise its jurisdiction, to hold hearings, to get the help of the legislative auditor and his actuary, get the help of our PERSAC committee, which sets the rates for our retirement systems, and let's see if we can't figure out a better, fairer way. The employees and the teachers and the retirees that I've talked to understand they're going to have to sacrifice like everybody else. They understand that. They're not trying not to do their part. But their attitude is, you know, we gave it the office. We had $525 million built up. The state took the money, and now they want us to pay $192 million more to fill it up again. Are they going to take it a second time? And that's a very fair question. To me, this is not about the size of government. This is about treating people fairly and treating taxpayer and employee money with some kind of transparency.
There was a meeting a lot of people were turned away from that meeting. Very angry. You know anything about that?
Well, I don't, but shame on OGB. I mean, they need to answer people's questions straight up. They have hired a group called Answerphone out of California and Florida. They're paying them $1.3 million in terms of a contract. I don't know why Louisianians couldn't do it, but be that as it may. But if you call those toll-free numbers, they don't, and ask them about the 6 plans, they don't know anything. Okay, they just don't know anything. One of my colleagues at Treasury called them and asked them about which hospital to go to in Baton Rouge, and they said, go to Shelby. Well, that's in Shreveport. Now, they may not know the difference between Baton Rouge and Shreveport in California, but we certainly know here. I mean, that's a 4.5-hour drive, for God's sake. We need to do a better job of designing these plans. We need to do a better job of communicating these plans. And finally, after we get this problem fixed, and it can be fixed if the legislature will wade into it, we need to take this Office of Group Benefits out from under the jurisdiction of one person. One appointed bureaucrat, Commissioner of Administration, can make all of these decisions. How much you pay, what doctor you can go to, what doctor you can't go to. That's not a good way to run things. We need to take that authority and put it under the PERSAC committee comprised of the governor and the treasurer and the legislative auditor and the president of the Senate and actuaries to make these kind of decisions in a public meeting. That's my plan.
I know you weren't there today at the meeting and people were turned away. Are you surprised that they were turned away because of the decisions?
Based on what I've seen so far, the rollout of this plan reminds me of animal uses. Okay? I keep waiting for somebody to start talking about the Germans bombing Pearl Harbor. I mean, if you've seen Animal House, you know what this thing is a mess. You know, it's making the rollout of Obamacare look like a model program. We can do better, but to do better, the legislature's going to have to get involved, get the legislative auditor involved, get his actuary involved, get the PERSAC committee involved, get the actuaries at the retirement systems involved, and let's slow this train down. You're dealing with the lives of 230,000 teachers, employees, retirees, their families, their children, their spouses. This is not some political game. This is serious business. Now, we've got a lot of problems that I confess to you I don't know how to fix. This is one problem that can be fixed. But we're not going to fix it by continuing to do what we've been doing.
What kind of an impact is this having on all the state employees? How many employees statewide are affected by this?
Well, this impacts 230,000 people, not just state employees, but teachers. It impacts retirees. It impacts husbands. It impacts their wives. It impacts their children. I mean, that's a lot of folks. And all of a sudden, this program is over 45 years old. The Office of Group Benefits has had a pretty solid history. It's always been there. The premiums have had to go up on occasion because the cost of health care goes up. And all of a sudden, the bottom is falling out. And they're having these 6 new plans with the cutesy names thrust upon them. You can't get any information. If you want to learn about the plan, all they give you is a PowerPoint. If you call on the phone and ask questions, you get somebody in California who doesn't know the difference between Shreveport and Baton Rouge. There's got to be a better way. And I think there is a better way. We need to slow it down.
Great. Okay. Thank you.
I'm done.